Alright, so in the previous tutorial we have seen we can handle these invalid database ID related issues, and let's see how we can perform furthermore error handling stuff. And yeah, so let's take a look at how we can handle duplicate field related issues. For example, let's say in our post model, let's say this title should be a unique title, right? Which means we have to specify our title is unique as well. So yeah, for as the demonstration purposes, I will add that attribute as well, a property as well. So now our title will be unique, right? So currently in our MongoDB we have this sort of post which has different IDs but titles, but let me reconstruct those test data. So all I have to do is basically go to this test section, and I need to perform node data manager and import. Yes, now it says duplicate key error correction is there, but first let me delete our test data. Then if you look into our compass, there won't be any data, and let's try to import again. Then our data has been imported with unique titles, right? Now if I try to create this sort of a post again, it will show me basically yeah, it has been created, but let me re-invoke again. Yeah, it simply says we can't create such an post because the title is not unique, right? So if you look at your collection, it has only one field. Because of this title is duplicated, it won't allow me to create such a post. Yeah, so if I switch into the development section, development environment, I can look at a descriptive error message like this. So simply if it is an duplicate key error related issue, it will generate an error code of 11,000, right? So in order to handle these sort of duplicate related issues, we need to aware of this code. Alright, so let's go to the global error handler class or script, and over there let's define another function. Let's say handling duplicate fields, right? So let's say const handle duplicate field db, and this is the error, right? Something like that. Then we need to generate an error message as usual, right? So I will use backticks and simply say duplicate field value, and please enter another value, something like that. And I can simply return new app error by encapsulating this message with error 400, and I can go to this production section and I can invoke, I can check whether it is a duplicate error or not by using a if condition. So let's say handling duplicate fields. So I will simply copy this thing, and instead of using this name, now I need code, and code is basically 11,000, like here, right? Then it is not a cast error, but it's a duplicate field DB error. Right, now if I try to invoke this error again, okay, I think I need to swap to the I need to swap to the production level, and let's restart it, and let's try to invoke again. Yeah, it simply says duplicate field value, please enter another value in order to resolve this issue, but it doesn't tell me what has the duplicate value, right? So if you if you look into the development level again, and if you invoke the error message, inside this error you can see title is the one which has the duplicate value, right? So we need to fix that. We need to determine that section as well. So in order to distinguish, or in order to extract this sort of information from error messages, we can use regular expression measures. So inside our global error function, first I will read inside this section I will read that error message and extract it as a value. So error msg dot match, and this will be a regular expression. So first we need to check whether it is encapsulated with these sort of brackets and with this bracket, and if it has double comma or single comma, and the second regular expression section must contain these sort of values, and any of the matches with these combinations with the optional value of this, and this will simply return an array of object, but we need to only consider about the first element, right? So this is a regular expression I found on the Stack Overflow. So I simply look at it and type it like this, but what it simply does is it simply go through this message and try to understand what is the section that it contains these sort of fields, right? And it will return that value to here, and I can use this value over here as well. Let's say something like this. Then if I move back into the production level and restart the server and invoke this error again, it will say new post is the title which is duplicated, right? So it simply give me the necessary error for the client. So error can be resolved by the client like this. So he can simply give a different title, right? And if we send it again, now it is working correctly, right? But if we try to send it twice, now it can be done because this title will be duplicated, right? Alright, so that's how we can handle duplicate field related issues in the database section.